All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Yeah, I know it's a little late. Should have put it up sooner. Been busy as hell. But I'm bringing it for you guys. Today is going to be the day you all get to hear this beast run. So I've been at this thing a little bit, kind of off camera, getting it ready. Currently doing an oil change right now. Little disclaimer. It has been started up off camera a couple times, and I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I've ran into a few issues that I was working out, bugs and such, as far as like my wiring and some tuning issues. And anyway, so didn't really necessarily want to bore you with all the problems that was presented with starting it up. I mean, I think most people, unless you're like a professional race team where you build engines or something, yeah, not even a professional race team, but just someone that's constantly doing nothing but 100% racing, building engines, those people were probably not ever running into problems, you know, seldom. So anyway, I just didn't want to bore you with like trying to hit the button and something happened or whatever. So anyway, I did run into some problems. I was over fueling on the tune. It was dumping way too much into the cylinders. It almost hydrolocked the engine so bad, like I pulled the spark plugs out multiple times, and just methanol poured out. So anyway, long story short, little disclaimer on that, it was actually the map sensor. So it's kind of funny. And so basically what was happening is my wiring to the map sensor was backwards. And what was happening is it defaulted the map sensor to reading 72 pounds of boost, max reading. So as I was trying to crank the engine over, it was holding the injectors basically wide open because it was following that on the base map for fuel, and it was saying, oh shit, the engine's seeing 72 pounds of boost, so it had the injectors basically hung wide open. And if you guys know anything about mechanical fuel pumps, they move some fuel. So I was having like trouble with it priming because the injectors were hung wide open and all sorts of problems. So I finally got it to where it's at least idling. It's not idling the greatest, because I think I'm fighting a little bit of either some sort of tuning issue as far as like it compensating for timing and stuff. So it's doing a little bit of like a hunting. It'll idle at like 1,000, which is what I've got it set at, and then it'll go up to like 1,200 and then back to 1,000 and 12. It's not like instant, but it's just like anyway, so you guys will hear it in the video. But I'm doing an oil change on it now. I've done a couple oil changes already, just because I was trying to be a little bit precautious when it comes to, you know, washing the cylinders out and such like that. So I was gonna finish the oil change up and at least fire it up for you guys so you guys can see and hear it on video for the first time in the entire channel. So it's been a long road, long process. It's getting close. I'm gonna be taking it to a guy local. We're gonna be strapping it on the dyno. We're gonna mix some pulls and try to get it tuned. But in the meantime, I've got to finish doing some basic wiring as far as like the trans brake and the bump box and stuff like that. None of that stuff's wired yet. I'll show you guys here in just a second. I just basically got the bare necessities as far as what the engine needed to run. And you know, that's that. So I'll show you guys here. I mean, like I said, the wiring is not done, so don't criticize me, but it's at least it's there. So and again, for anyone that's just joining the channel, this is going to be a full complete interior car. Like I've got it right now to where I'm just double checking all my wiring and stuff. So I like got the screen mounted. Like this is theoretically going to be further and closer down in the column in front of the original cluster panel. The dash will be back in it. Eventually carpet will go back in it. You know, all the panels on the back, on the quarter panel, all that stuff will be done. Center console. So I made this little plexiglass board that's holding all the relays. Sorry for that glare. And then I just ran it over to the Racewire Solutions ECU mount. So and then this stuff here is all stuff from the transmission, as far as, like I said, the dump valve and stuff. So that stuff's not done yet, but you know, give me a couple hours or so and I'll be able to pin it out as far as the pin outs and stuff are on the ECU, and that stuff should work. So sounds good, guys. Let me get this oil change done. Give me just a second and you guys will hear this thing run. Okay guys, here we go. So I'm gonna try to get this first video started here for you of it starting up, and that way you guys can hear it. We'll let it idle for a minute just get the oil change done. guys go. She's alive. That old 3/4 hump cam in there sounds pretty good. But yeah, guys, that's it. I wanted to kind of keep it short and sweet and let you guys know she's alive after all this time it's been sitting there. You guys probably seen a little bit of fuel coming out of the exhaust, fuel and or moisture. It's a methanol car, so I blew freaking watery alcohol mist all over my workbench over there, which is great, and all over my phone, so that was kind of stupid of me. But usually I have this thing sitting outside every time I've started it up, which that's why I had the fan and stuff going to blow all the fumes out of the garage. But I didn't want to take it off the stands and all that because I've got the car up in the air right now. I was doing the oil change, but I'm also about to build the brake lines and stuff, because once I put the brake lines on and I can actually utilize the brakes, that's when I'm going to start like putting in gear and making sure it spins and all that, which I know it will. It's just I haven't had a chance to run it through the gears or anything. Fluid's good in the transmission. I've checked that multiple times as of right now. Again, I haven't ran it through the gears. But at least you guys have heard it run. It is what it is, man. Sounds good. It's nice and healthy, good oil pressure. For now, we'll see how that works out. I really would like to have seen it a little higher. I'm gonna probably look into that. I don't really quite know what's going on. I mean, we'll have to just see how that works out. But anyway, guys, there it is. Thanks for tuning into the channel, checking out the video. And hey, the next one might be at the dyno. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.